everybody. I'm Lara Trump coming to you from Studio 45 at Trump Tower in New York City. They all said that 3% annual growth just couldn't be done. Yet GDP will exceed that this year, and jobs and wages keep beating expectations thanks to President Trump's bold economic leadership. Joining me to discuss the continued growth of the Trump economy is a business strategist and Trump 2016 campaign senior advisor, Tana Goertz. Tana, it's so nice to have you joining us again. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
So last month, we soared past estimates with 250,000 new jobs created and wages up 3.1%, the highest in a decade. What does this mean for workers and small businesses across this great country?
Well, this is such a great time. I mean, this is business optimism at its best. President Trump has given small businesses hope. There's never been a better time to be a small business owner. There, with the high wages and the low unemployment rate, now there's a need for employees. So it's such a wonderful time. And business growth is actually, it's a great platform for optimism. So we couldn't be more excited for the president and what he's done for growth of 4.5 million jobs since he's taken office.
It's so amazing. I know. I love hearing it. And every time the new jobs reports come out, I get excited to hear about it because I know it's going to be such great news. The president is also preparing the workforce of tomorrow by establishing job training for millions of workers over the next 5 years. Tana, how will this help us continue to grow as a country?
Well, that's exciting in itself right there, because there were businesses in the skilled labor departments that have become extinct because there were no jobs. Now that the economy is booming and there's all this optimism, people are going back to work. So these jobs now in the trades and the skilled industries are becoming more popular, and people are able to get back to work, hit the ground running and working. And this is very exciting I have a daughter who's in college, and she can get training while she's learning so that as soon as she graduates, she can come right on out into the workforce with a good paying job. And that's very, very exciting because once again, it stimulates the economy because it's cheap labor and also putting people right back to work as soon as they're ready to work.
Yeah, and this is a president who has championed apprenticeships, as you just referenced, and a president who has said, listen, not everybody needs to go to a 4-year college. That is not the way that it has to operate. You can go to a 2-year college. You can go with an apprenticeship, training like you just referenced. There are so many opportunities for people to get to work in this country. And I appreciate so much that we have a president who has made it acceptable and brought up the fact that, hey, it's okay. Not everybody has to go to a 4-year college institution to be successful in this country. I think it's so great, and I think it's about time that somebody addressed all of that.
I couldn't agree with you more. I love the fact that the president, even though all of his children have gotten excellent educations, and he's an advocate for education, he also is an advocate for the working parent or a business person who may not have that lined up for them in their life. And it's okay not to go to college. He just says, as long as you want to be a productive American, you can have a job under his administration. And that's so exciting for so many people who didn't have college in their deck of cards.
Yeah, and maybe didn't know what to do next because nobody gave them any other opportunities or suggested another path. Thankfully, we have a president who understands that it's okay and that he's supportive of everyone getting out there and making the best of everything that they have to offer this country. Now, Tana, I want to turn and talk about the midterms. Now, despite the threat of a blue wave during these midterms, the GOP actually defied history and gained 2 seats in the Senate. Don't you think that President Trump was a huge factor in helping these candidates win?
100%. President Trump was the factor, the Trump effect. With him endorsing 9 out of the 11 candidates that he endorsed, 9 out of the 11 candidates that he endorsed won. And that's very exciting because we know firsthand, Lara, that that Trump rallies equals results. So without President Trump, these candidates would have not won. And he went out there and put everything on the line. And that was so exciting because that was an experience of the Trump effect. I know you and I, we both love to swim. And I was expecting to swim in a blue wave, but there was no such thing.
I prefer not swimming in a blue wave. And fortunately, we did not have to deal with that. So thank goodness for that. Now, even though, Tana, the Democrats will now control the House, the Trump agenda will remain largely intact with pro-growth policies such as deregulation and new trade deals. Isn't that right?
That's exactly right. And what the American people love so much about this president is we're confident that he will never set us up to fail. He will only associate and deal with negotiations that will be good for the American people. Right. So we have got the master builder of businesses, of success running our country, and he won't steer us wrong, and he will make sure that America is respected again.
Yeah, and now something that you and I did during the 2016 campaign, Women for Trump, we are very supportive of women out there. The media, of course, are reporting about wins by Democrat women in Congress, but somehow, big shocker, neglect to report on Republican women who won as well. Shouldn't we be celebrating those victories too, Tana?
I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, yes, of course, you were very influential in a few of those, as well as me here in Iowa with Governor Kim Reynolds, who is a woman of content and character, as all of the Republican women who won their races were. So let's celebrate women of content and character rather than just the Democratic women that won. I mean, in the end of the day, we're very proud that, yes, this is the year of the woman, and that couldn't be more exciting being a woman for Trump. However, I like to celebrate women who have content and character, and these ladies that won on the Republican side definitely do, and I'm very proud of them.
Yep, Carol Miller and Marsha Blackburn, congratulations to both of them. Very exciting races. So there's so much to come, and I know we're going to have so much more to talk about, Tana, but thank you for joining us here today, and thank you for the update about the pro-growth Trump agenda.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, and I can't wait to hit the trail with you, and let's bring home another victory in 2020.
You got that right. The Trump economy continues to produce record job creation and wage growth, no matter what the politics in Washington. That's the real news for today. I'm Lara Trump from Studio 45 at Trump Tower in New York City. Thanks for joining us, everybody.